Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak to our viewers. Welcome to this special edition of Women in Islam. Joining us today is South Africa's Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Dr. Naledi Pandor. Assalamu alaikum and welcome, Minister.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Assalamu alaikum to all your viewers.
Wa alaikum salam. It's such a pleasure to have you join us, Minister. And just earlier on, we were talking about how you were juggling the Seri wake-up call and the family, and it is a lot that women have to go through in the morning when we get our kids up and try and make sure that everyone who's half asleep in a house gets up and gets at least some sort of food into their bellies. It's so important. And and us also half asleep, trying to make something for them. What's your favorite meal that you actually made this morning?
Well, normally what we do is try to have something with fiber, so that you can last for the day, and then we also encourage a lot of water. But this morning I was telling the family that somebody sent me a Ramadan tip for healthy eating just 2 days ago. And so I decided to use it. And it was to just keep the digestive system working. We should always have yogurt with seri. So I bought some yogurt and I was making everybody have some today.
Oh, that's a lovely tip. So I haven't been using yogurt at all. So I'm going to also try that, inshallah. So, Minister, this is, we're talking about the juggling, and we find that a lot of women, we have to reschedule our whole diaries. We're handling the family, we're juggling our lifestyles. There's a lot of changes happening. And I've been interviewing other women who say that their lives are just so simple. Everything just works into place. They don't even prepare Ramadan meals. On your side, what have you been experiencing this Ramadan?
Well, there's this family, you have a supportive family, so the family also helps, but you don't want, your daughters to do everything. You must help as well when you can. I do tend to be working late into the day, but I'm fortunate that my office staff know that during the month of Ramadan, I would like to leave the office a little earlier so that I'm at home to help before iftar. So we have an arrangement where my daughters, get everything prepared as much as is possible, and my daughter-in-law, who works very hard, and then we work together in the last 2 or last hour, depending on my schedule. I think we're fortunate that in South Africa, we do have an awareness of our faith, and there tends to be an understanding and an appreciation of the month of Ramadan and the program that we as Muslims will follow.
And what sort of tips can you sing the day, for the women out there?
Well, I suppose it would be that make sure you've got your dates organized. I sometimes find some of the family members forget, their dates, and then it's a rush at the end. We're all trying to help each other. So it's really to try and be prepared and to think ahead as the year begins, and make sure also that you're in touch with family, and that you are ready to help. Some of our family members are not working as we are, and they may not be able to always sustain themselves. So, you have to make that little support to them as well, so that they have something. But I think as well, prepare, thinking about the meals, especially iftar. That one tends to be the one which really is an organized meal, a full your salad, vegetable, etc. So think about chopping in time, having everything in the cupboard. If you don't, it's very difficult to get to the shop. And one of the worst things, I think, during the fasting month is to be running out of time and worried. It affects everything because we're not in a country that is an Islamic state. And so there may be misunderstanding if you're not organized. So I think it's very important to try to prepare yourself and try to be organized and have that support mechanism. And don't forget, friends, family, speak to each other. I miss being in Cape Town because in Cape Town, as neighbors, we used to help each other. Someone will bring a plate, you exchange plates. I find here in Pretoria, because I live far from our community, that you don't have the same spirit, but at least the families together.
Alhamdulillah, that's very true. I'm going to go back just a little bit. We're speaking about the yogurt, and you've only introduced the yogurt now. Just a little bit of a tip for us. You're a very busy woman. What do you normally have before the yogurt for Sehri?
For Sehri, I have the habit of, I only drink coffee once a day. So, and it's my breakfast drink. So Sehri, I will have my mug of coffee. That is standard for me. Yeah. And then also, I like toast. So I will have some toast. I try not to overeat. As you can see, I'm quite a big lady. So I do try. I don't believe in the notion that Ramadan is for us to, go to excess in terms of eating and really overdo it. So we do try. We have an attitude toward modest eating in the family. So we wouldn't eat very much. If, I'm not too tired and I'm feeling energetic like this morning, I'll make some eggs for everybody. So I did that today and they were all very excited. But generally, it's quite light eating. We'll share an apple or juice, but mainly coffee, toast would be always there.
Alhamdulillah. And Minister, I'm going to take you back in time a bit, and I'd like you to your journey towards with that information.
I'm sorry, you kept breaking. I didn't get the question fully.
To assist us with Islam.
Well, I grew up as a Christian girl from a Christian family, and I then met as a young professional my eventually to be husband. And I met his family, and we, through his family, discussed the matter of religion and agreed that I wanted to embrace Islam. And so I had a mentor, an imam, with his wife, who taught me the key principles, values, and practices of Islam. And I embraced Islam, and I've become very much part of the family and of the Ummah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, that's so amazing. And in terms of your journey, what have you found the most of Islam?
The most?
Spiritually awakening aspects of the religion.
I think for me, the practices are extremely important. Firstly, the sense of community. The one thing about Islam is that we are Muslims. I used to have quarrels with people who say, you're a black Muslim. And I say, there's nothing like that. There's a Muslim. We are Muslim. And so the community as a community is very important. The second, of course, is the belief in one God, which is shared with the other three great religions. And I think this is something we should appreciate. What I love is that Islam does not denigrate any other religion. There's a great deal of respect for the spiritual beliefs and practices of others, as long as they do not offend our values and principles. And then the third is that the lifestyle is very important. I dislike ostentatiousness. I dislike alcohol. So a lot of what is haram suits how I was raised as a young person by my own family background. And so I was, I think, able to embrace Islam because I had come from a family that had a very strict set of rules that we had to abide by. And so I found that between myself and the practices, there was a match that, made me very happy. And I have been able to really learn a great deal about the lessons of particularly charity, of generosity, of respect for others. But of great importance for me has been the way that Islam teaches us about women, the status of the mother, the fact that as a religion, in the great book, the Quran, already the rights of women are clearly articulated. And that even the way we treat women as unequal today in some of our societies, we are offending the core teachings that lie within our religion. And for me, as a gender activist, the fact that inheritance is dealt with, the fact that my rights in a marriage are addressed, and the fact that my status as a woman is extolled highly is something that I have prized.
Alhamdulillah. Minister, we're just going to take a short break, and then we'll be back just soon after this break.